This Hollywood superstar was responsible for getting Matt Damon into the movie business. In fact, they even shared a bank account at some point. Yes, we're talking about Ben Affleck. We're about to highlight his immense talent and take a peek under the covers of his illustrious, if somewhat controversial, career. Above all, we'll reveal the single thing that turned Ben Affleck into the multi-millionaire superstar he is today. Ben is a real jack of all trades. The guy's not just an actor, but also a screenwriter, producer, and director. Talk about multi-talented, and his bank account reflects that. It's sitting pretty with a whopping $150 million. Remember Good Will Hunting? Ben didn't just act in it, he actually wrote it. As a cherry on top, Ben and his buddy Matt Damon snagged an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay for the film. And Argo? He directed and starred in that, and he scored another Oscar for this film, this time for Best Picture. Over his career, Ben's managed to haul in hundreds of millions of dollars just in salary. For instance, remember the film Paycheck from 2003? He walked away with a sweet $15 million paycheck for that one alone. And that's not even counting any of those back-end bonuses. Being a top leading man, Ben has had a string of leading ladies on his arm. But in Hollywood, folks joke that his most enduring relationship has always been with his best buddy, Matt Damon. They're lovingly referred to as the old married couple. In the late 90s, Ben found himself in the company of a bevy of Hollywood beauties. Among them is none other than Gwyneth Paltrow. They weren't just co-stars in a couple of movies, they were actually an item. Imagine that, the dashing leading man and the talented leading lady hitting it off in real life. They even graced the screen together in Bounce and that iconic film, Shakespeare in Love. Their relationship had plenty of ups and downs though. They gave it a shot for about 3 years, but you know how it is. Sometimes things are just meant to be on and off. Gwyneth, the brains behind Goop, spilled the beans about how her parents totally saw the appeal. Ben's got the brains, the talent, and that killer sense of humor. But he was sort of going through a rough patch at the time. Her parents seemed to get that he wasn't in the best headspace for a full-blown relationship, so they were cool with the two of them taking different paths. Then in 2002, Ben and J-Lo crossed paths while working on the movie Gigli together. And you guessed it, the embers of love started glowing and the whole world took notice. Next thing you know, they're engaged and all set to tie the knot in Santa Barbara in 2003. But they had to hit the brakes on the whole wedding shindig. The paparazzi were having a field day, and the media attention was so insane that they decided to give the I-dos a rain check. Seriously, it was like the world couldn't get enough of them. But as the story goes, all good things must come to an end. And in January 2004, the whirlwind romance hit a crossroads. J-Lo's rep dropped the news that she had officially called off the engagement. The statement was all classy, asking for privacy during this tough time. Yet, the saga that is Ben Affleck's romances continues. He just couldn't help himself when it came to co-stars. This time, it was Jennifer Garner who caught his eye. Their story started on the set of Pearl Harbor back in 2001, and they even teamed up again for Daredevil in 2003. Talk about on-screen chemistry spilling into real life. Jump ahead to June 2005, and wedding bells were ringing for these two lovebirds. They said their vows and embarked on a journey that led to 3 adorable kids, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel. Right after celebrating a decade of marriage, the news broke that they were calling it quits. A day after their 10th wedding anniversary to be exact. Hollywood's got its own sense of timing, doesn't it? They sealed the deal on the divorce paperwork in 2018, but there is a silver lining. They managed to keep things civil. Despite the twists and turns, they're still on good terms, proving that even in the world of A-list drama, maturity and respect can still shine through. And now, things have come full circle. Ben Affleck has risen from the ashes once again. Fresh off his breakup with Ana de Armas, Ben went all old school and started pouring his heart out in love letters to none other than Jennifer Lopez, and this while she was right in the middle of shooting her new flick, Shotgun Wedding. In May 2021, the dynamic duo decided to throw a curveball by showing up together at a party in Montana. And you know what that means? The romance rumors were back in full swing. In July 2021, the month J-Lo turned 52, she decided to make their love Insta-official. She dropped a seriously PDA-packed photo of them like a virtual mic drop moment. Ben and Jen are diving headfirst into their new chapter. They've snagged a brand new home together. Trust me, they've hit the jackpot with this house. It's downright amazing. And with a price of $60 million, it better be. They paid cash, and the whole deal took only 7 days to go through. It's no ordinary abode. It's like a celebrity paradise on steroids. The home has a cinema that's probably better than your local theater, a wine room that's a vino lover's dream, and a whiskey lounge that's straight out of a classic film. And there's a spa, but not just any spa. This one comes with a hair and nail salon, plus a sauna and massage room. And it has a separate sports wonderland. We're talking about a whopping 5,000 square foot sports facility. Inside, there's an indoor pickleball court, a boxing ring for some serious knockout workouts, and even a sports lounge for kicking back after those intense matches. It also has a 2-bedroom guardhouse, because when you're living in the lap of luxury, you've got to have the whole package. It's also no secret that Ben Affleck is quite the car enthusiast. His taste runs the gamut from muscle cars to vintage classics, performance beasts to modern electric wonders. He's got a garage that could make any car lover swoon. Just last December, he was caught cruising around in an electrified version of the iconic Ford Bronco. Word on the street is this might just be a gift from none other than J-Lo. Also in his garage are a Cadillac DeVille Coupe, a Chevrolet Chevelle, a Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, a Tesla Model S, and a Bentley Bentayga. But the pinnacle of luxury in Ben Affleck's car collection is the Bentley Mulsanne. The Bentley Mulsanne isn't just any car, it's a rare gem, especially since it's no longer in production. The estimated value of this luxurious Mulsanne is somewhere in the ballpark of $316,000 to $317,000. Oh yes, if you're enjoying this video, please hit like and subscribe. We love making stuff you love. So, unlike many of his peers, Ben has no love lost for golf. In a recent chat, he dropped a pretty unique take on the game. You see, he's not hitting the links anytime soon, and the reason is a tad unexpected. Golf reminds him of meth. Yeah, you heard that right. According to Affleck, diving into golf is like falling into a rabbit hole. Once you're in for the long haul. He even drew a comparison saying that golf and meth might be different, but they share this uncanny ability to keep people hooked. He's an avid sports fan though, and probably the Red Sox's #1 supporter, and his daily workout routine still has its roots in the massive effort he made to bulk up for his first outing as Batman. But his favorite pastime? Poker. And he's darn good at it too. Ben actually got banned from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino back in 2014, and it's not for what you might think. It's not because he was winning big, but because he was a bit too good at card counting at the high rollers table. Ben's poker skills were so sharp that the casino decided he was playing on another level. They told him to hit the road, not because he was breaking any rules, but because his strategic prowess was a bit too much to handle. Ben's secret to success? In his own words, it's collaboration, allowing others to thrive when you do. And this is how he approaches his marriage too. The dynamic duo of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez has been setting the entertainment world ablaze since the early 2000s. Their romance is like a spellbinding tale that's captured the hearts of fans everywhere. It's the kind of love story that you just can't help but get swept up in, a true Hollywood sensation that stood the test of time. After one failed attempt at getting hitched in the early 2000s, they've now celebrated their first wedding anniversary. Life is looking up for both of them, and we love being along for the ride.
Part of being a great performer is being aware of